You're standing at the bottom of a mountain. A mountain made of your own debt. You try to climb, but for every step you take, you slide back too. How do you conquer a mountain that feels impossible to scale? Debt. For millions of us, it's a four-letter word that brings a wave of anxiety. Credit card statements, student loan bills, a car payment. They pile up. You make your payments diligently every month. But when you look at the total amount you owe, it barely moves. It can feel like you're trapped in a financial maze with no exit. A hamster on a wheel, running as fast as you can, but going nowhere. This feeling of helplessness is one of the biggest barriers to building wealth. It steals your income, your peace of mind, and your hope for the future. Consider the story of two friends, Ben and Chloe. Both find themselves in a similar situation. They each have three debts: a $10,000 student loan at 4.5% interest, a $5,000 credit card balance at a painful 19%, and a $2,000 personal loan at 8%. Both decide they've had enough. They each find an extra $300 a month in their budget to aggressively pay down their debt. Ben is logical. He looks at the numbers and sees that the 19% interest on his credit card is a financial wildfire, burning through his money. He decides to focus all of his extra firepower on that high-interest debt first, while making minimum payments on the others. It feels slow. That $5,000 balance is a beast. Chloe takes a different approach. She's overwhelmed by having three separate debts. She needs a win, and she needs it fast. She decides to ignore the interest rates and focus all her extra cash on the smallest debt first, the $2,000 personal loan. Her friends tell her it's mathematically the wrong choice, but she sticks to her plan. In less than 7 months, that personal loan is completely gone. She feels a huge surge of motivation. This is the great divide. Ben is focused on math. Chloe is focused on motivation. Who is right? And which path leads to freedom faster? The answer is the revelation that will change how you see your debt forever. There isn't one right way. There are two brilliant proven strategies, designed for two different types of people. They are the Debt Snowball and the Debt Avalanche. Choosing between them is the key to unlocking your path out of debt. First, let's look at Chloe's method. The Debt Snowball. The analogy is perfect. Imagine packing a small snowball at the top of a snowy hill. You give it a push. As it rolls, it picks up more snow, getting bigger, faster, and more powerful. This method is all about building momentum. Here's how it works. You list all of your debts from the smallest balance to the largest, regardless of the interest rate. You continue to make the minimum payments on all of them, but every extra dollar you have goes toward destroying that smallest debt. Once it's paid off, you take the full payment you were making on it, and you snowball it onto the next smallest debt. You now have a larger payment going toward that second debt, so it dies even faster. You repeat this process, gaining momentum with each victory, until you're an unstoppable debt-crushing machine. The power of the snowball is psychological. Those early, quick wins are a powerful motivator. They prove to you that you can do it, keeping you in the fight. Now, let's look at Ben's method. The Debt Avalanche. This strategy isn't about feeling good. It's about being ruthlessly efficient. Think of it like a strategic demolition of a building. You target the most critical load-bearing pillar first, knowing that once it's gone, the rest of the structure is weaker. Here's how this one works. You list your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest regardless of the balance. You make minimum payments on everything, but you throw every spare dollar at the debt with the highest interest rate. This is your financial wildfire. The one costing you the most money every single day. Once that debt is eliminated, you take its payment and add it to the payment for the debt with the next highest interest rate. The power of the avalanche is purely mathematical. Over the long run, this method will always save you the most money in interest payments. It is the cheapest and, often, the fastest way to become debt-free. So, which one is better? Let's go back to Ben and Chloe. Ben, with his avalanche method, will pay off his debt a few months faster, and save several $100s in interest compared to Chloe. The math proves he is correct. But here's the twist. The avalanche method can feel like a long, hard slog at the beginning. If your highest interest debt is also a large one, it might be a year or more before you get your first victory. Many people get discouraged and give up. Chloe, with her snowball method, felt that rush of victory in under a year. That feeling kept her motivated and disciplined. So, the best method is the one you will actually stick with. This is the empowerment. Do you need the quick, emotional wins of the snowball to stay in the game? Or are you a numbers-driven person who will be motivated by knowing you are following the most mathematically optimal path of the avalanche? Be honest with yourself. There is no wrong answer. The only mistake is to remain paralyzed, doing nothing. As we discussed in episode 1, interest can work for you or against you. High-interest debt is compound interest in reverse. It's an anti-wealth machine. Whether you choose the snowball or the avalanche, you are making a conscious decision to fight back. You are taking the money that was flowing away from you in interest payments and redirecting it back toward your own future. Every debt you eliminate is a raise you give yourself. It's money freed up to build your emergency fund from episode 6, or to start investing with the ETFs we covered in episode 5. List your debts today. Look at the balances. Look at the interest rates. And then, look at yourself. Choose your path, and take your first step up that mountain. You can conquer it. This choice between strategy and psychology isn't just about debt. It's about understanding what drives you. True financial freedom comes not just from knowing the right answers, but from sharing the journey of discovering them together. Our mission is to tackle the financial questions you're actually asking. Let us know in the comments what practical challenges you're facing, and your idea could shape a future episode. Subscribe and join the conversation.